Good afternoon, and welcome to breaking news for Smoke and Mirrors. I'm your host, Stephen Polius, alongside Greg Polius. Doing something a little different with y'all today. Seeing that, we have, like I said, breaking news. Also on Monday, we spoke about AB and the developments, him getting cut by the Bucks after, his antics on the sideline. We found out after the game that AB was saying that he was injured. Bruce Ayrans had then denied that. Since then, AB has released a lengthy statement, essentially giving us a rundown of what took place on the sidelines, saying that he told me he couldn't go, that before the game he was injected with painkillers, that the NFL does not, that is illegal in the NFL. In order for him to go, he spoke to Bruce Arians and essentially said he could not play, which Bruce told him to get out and told him to leave, essentially what we knew. Since he's released that statement, he has now sent us receipts of the text messages he's had with Bruce Ayrans, because Bruce Ayrans has denied or had denied that he had any knowledge of AB's injury. So we have the receipts from AB. We have the lengthy statement. Right now, it's looking like the Bucks are in hot water, especially Bruce Arians, if it is that they one use this illegal painkiller to get him in the game, and two, the treatment of AB. Now, Greg, on Monday, you were very critical of AB, given the circumstances, given the antics. Knowing what you know now, do you still have that same stance?
I won't be as critical as I was, because my stance was more so critical against his kind of antics leaving the field, as opposed to the back and forth between him and Bruce Ayrans. But what I did say on Monday also was, coaches can hold grudges and coaches can be arrogant. And I think I don't necessarily know if everything AB is saying is true given his history, but I do know that I do think there's the truth is somewhere in the middle of both stories. And what were you going to say?
No. Continue.
Okay. Please. And I think right now, all the heat is on Bruce Ayrans, right? Yeah. Because the fact that he lied, it's now confirmed that he lied, saying he had no idea about the injury. Whether or not you needed to see the rest of the text messages, it shows that he had a clear understanding that he was aware that AB was nursing that ankle injury. So Bruce Ayrans has questions that he needs to answer to. On top of that, right, I think the story within the story here is the illegal painkillers, because this is not just something that the Bucks deal with, right? I think this is something rampant in NFL circles, and this is why a lot of these players have these issues post-playing career. Yeah. So that I think that takes on a whole Goodell thing itself. But in terms of AB, I do think, some of the onus on him lets up a little bit, given how the Bucks handled him. And one thing I did say on Monday also is that it seemed like Bruce Arians was waiting for that one moment, that culmination, based on AB's past history with the team, or the fact that he didn't want him there, to say, that's it, you're done. And that little, it didn't even have to be something big. It could have been something as this, I'm hurt, I can't play. That's it, you're done. But I think the onus has shifted to Bruce Arians, and we're going to have to see what he has to say. But you're also going to get the crowd that says, well, AB was dancing out the end zone. How could he really be hurt? And I think that's something AB is going to have to answer for.
Yeah, and I will say this, that as far as your take on Monday, I mean, one, there's a lot of people in the streets that were asking for an apology from you, since they said you took a hardline stance. We can get to that after I finish, but I agree that the onus is now on the Bucks and on Bruce Arians. There's no excuse for AB's antics on the sideline. There might be people who say, well, I would act the same way. I think perception is everything. The reason AB is we could believe the Bucks initially is because of AB's antics. He's done this time and time again in his career. He's lost credibility, right? Even most recently, lying about his vaccination. So you lose credibility with situations like that. And I think the antics don't help his case. Now he has, the receipts, he has the screenshots, which does show that they were aware. At least Bruce was aware. They actually, in the screenshot, it says that I need to talk to you. AB is essentially saying that I want to try and go for the team, but let me talk to you. Let's talk on the phone. So Bruce knew that there was something up, that he wasn't 100% at least. Now, I need to hear more from the Bucks and Bruce Arians. I will say this: I believe that they took the AB narrative and try to pit it against him, because we all know as fans what he's capable of and what he's done in his past. So when you see him on the sidelines, it's very easy to have them control the narrative, and AB is taking control of it and giving his side. I lean towards AB, like as far as what's taking place. It's hard for me to see otherwise. They were aware that he wasn't 100%, and digging into these painkillers, these illegal painkillers, is going to be very big. And like you said, it might open up an investigation into other organizations and how they utilize this painkiller to try and get guys on the field.
Real quick, I am not going to apologize. I'm actually going to double down.
Hold on. Let me just finish. I was going to give you your platform. I was going to give you a chance to speak on that.
My fault.
No, it's all right. But ultimately, I think for anybody that was looking at AB and say, okay, this is just another story, right? This is just AB being AB. It clearly is not just that. This is a convoluted situation right now, and the information that's pouring in, we're getting some stuff from AB. I'm sure now the Bucks are going to have to respond, knowing that AB has shown receipts and has given this statement, is going to change the public opinion of what's going on. So I'm expecting a statement from them soon. But as it is now, and what we know at this moment, I'm looking at the Bucks sideways, like, what are you doing? Like, the man said he couldn't go. You gave him the painkiller so he could, and it apparently weared off. So I need more information, but right now it's looking like AB is sitting more on the right than the Bucks are. So Definitely. Yeah, Greg, please speak to this non-apology.
Yeah, this non-apology, because on Monday there's a clip floating around about me saying that AB was about talking about his potential Netflix series and the album he's dropped. And the one thing that we know is AB knows how to make money. He knows how to get his revenue. I mean, I believe somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he just signed a $5 million Fashion Nova deal, within the last couple of days after this happened. So the idea of AB getting a next Netflix series or getting some type of reality series is not out the window. So no, I don't apologize. And this all would play right into it.
But, I will say, no, continue.
No, before I let you go, but the onus right now, because this is a back and forth right now, AB, he put his foot down, he drew his line in the sand, and now we need to hear what the Bucks have to say, because there's going to be more to this story.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was just going to say, in regards to your non-apology, it is something that the Hitless Streets will speak about. Again, it was definitely a non-apology. I also want to mention that I'm looking at our Facebook group and I see that the title is saying AEW injection. This was a spur of the moment. We saw those.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that. We'll
fix it for next time. But Greg, I know you have to go. Wanted to get this out there, speak to the people, you guys, Sports Hit List, and talk about this. Let us know what you think. Where do you guys lie right now in this situation, knowing what we know about AB, and again, waiting on what the Bucks, because there's gonna be a rebuttal. The Bucks are going to respond. So we're gonna keep on top of this story. This is Smoke and Mirrors. I'm your host, Stephen Polis, alongside Greg Polis. Appreciate y'all for checking in. Just a quick little 10-minute rant.